Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Maha Business Wali. I am foundation level student at Rehan School, Rawalpindi campus. Today, my topic of concern tracing the evolution.
Sorry, I didn't catch that clearly. What were you saying
Concerns
about dressing and evolution?
the topic of concerns tracing the evolution. So, give me the answer, please.
Okay, so you're wanting to talk about concerns related to evolution? That's a pretty big topic. What specifically about evolution is on your mind right now?
What does the word concerns means in simple words?
Concerns are basically things that worry you or cause you anxiety, stuff that makes you feel uneasy or troubled. Pretty straightforward, right?
Okay, my next question is what is awareness important for human lives?
I'm not sure I caught that clearly. Did you say abundance or something else? And are you asking why it's important for human lives?
Why is awareness
Abundance important
awareness
for?
why is awareness important for human life?
Okay, you're asking why awareness is important for human life. That's a great question. Awareness, being conscious of yourself and your surroundings is pretty much fundamental to how we function as humans. It lets us make choices, learn from experiences, and connect with others. What about awareness in particular makes you curious about it?
How did concerns develop in early
I
living
think,
organisms?
let me make sure I've got this. You're asking how conscious developed in early humans, right? That's it's a really deep question that's been debated for a long time. The current thinking is it probably evolved gradually from early social cooperation. Early humans who could understand how their actions affected others in their group were more likely to survive. Being aware of guilt or shame after doing something that harmed the group would help you avoid repeating that behavior and stay part of the community. It's like an inner sense of right and wrong that kept things running smoothly when people were all depending on each other to survive. Does that make sense?
What role does the human brain play in concerns?
That's a fascinating question. A lot actually happens in the brain when we experience concerns. The amygdala, which is involved in processing emotions, really amps up its activity when we're worried or anxious. That's your threat detector working overtime. Then the prefrontal cortex, your thinking brain, steps in to try and assess whether that threat is real or not. And your hippocampus, which handles memories, plays a role in drawing on past experiences to see if a concern is grounded in reality or just a fear from the past. So basically, the whole brain gets involved in processing and experiencing concerns. What made you curious about the brain's role in all this?
Uh, how do animals also have concerns like humans?
That's a really interesting point. They might not think about it the same way we do, but we see evidence of concerns in animals all the time, like a mother bird being protective of her nest, or a dog showing anxiety when their owner leaves. Scientists think it comes down to survival instincts and social bonding. If an animal is concerned about a threat to their young or pack, it's more likely to keep them safe. Basic concerns like hunger or cold also trigger stress responses we'd recognize: shaking, restlessness, increased heart rate. But they might not have have the same complex worrying about the future or moral dilemmas that humans do. It's more about basic survival needs and protecting those they care about.
How how does concerns help us make decision?
You're asking how concerns help us make decisions, right? Our concerns actually play a huge role in that. They basically force us to weigh potential risks and benefits. If you're concerned about the consequences of a decision, you'll probably think through it more carefully than if you just acted on impulse. Concerns can also prioritize our choices. If your main concern is safety, you'll lean toward choices that keep you safe. Of course, sometimes too much concern can freeze us up, but overall, it's pretty essential for making thoughtful decisions, even if it doesn't feel great at the moment.
Okay, can technology or artificial intelligence becomes concerns in the future?
That's a really interesting point. Yeah, absolutely. Technology and AI definitely could become major sources of concerns in the future, and in some ways already are. Think about privacy concerns with data tracking, job displacement through automation, or even the ethical implications of things like AI weapon systems. It's not the technology itself that's the worry, but how it's developed and used, whether it benefits everyone or just a few, whether it respects human rights, or if it creates new kinds of risks we haven't anticipated. Concerns like that are totally reasonable and something we need to be discussing as AI becomes more advanced. What makes you ask about that specifically?
What is the difference between being awake and being concerns?
Mm, that's a thoughtful question. Being awake is just the state of being conscious, your brain being active, not sleeping. Concerns are actually a specific kind of mental state that happens when you're awake. It's when something is worrying you or bothering you. You can be awake and not have any concerns at all, maybe just relaxed or focused on something pleasant. But concerns happen while you're awake and often keep you more alert or stressed than if you were just casually awake. Does that distinction make sense?
Um, my next question is, what are some everyday explains of concerns in our daily life?
Oh, absolutely. Concerns are everywhere in daily life, like worrying about making rent or paying bills, being anxious about a job interview, feeling stressed about a family member's health, or getting frustrated by traffic when you're running late. Even small things like being concerned about what you're going to make for dinner or if your friend is still upset at you, those are all everyday concerns. It's just that constant background hum of thinking about potential problems or things that could go wrong. They can be annoying, but they're pretty normal too.
How can people improve their self awareness?
Self awareness is a really useful skill to work on. One good way is through journaling. Regularly writing down your thoughts and feelings helps you see patterns. Mindfulness meditation can be useful too, taking a few minutes to just focus on your breath or body sensations without judgment can give you insights into what's going on internally. And simply getting feedback from people you trust can be really valuable. Asking friends or family how they see you can shed light on blind spots. It's not about becoming perfect or judging yourself, just about getting more honest with yourself. Do any of those strategies jump out to you as appealing?
My next question is, what is the difference between mind and concerns?
You're asking what the difference is between mindfulness and concerns, right? Mindfulness is about being present and aware of what's happening right now, your thoughts, feelings, sensations, without judgment. Concerns, on the other hand, are anxieties about the future or about something that might go wrong. Mindfulness helps you notice concerns when they come up, but it doesn't get caught up in them. It's like observing the thoughts as they pass rather than getting carried away. Mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment, while concerns are usually directed towards what could happen later.
Okay, my next question is, how do our thoughts and feeling connected to consciousness?
It's really at the core of it, isn't it? Our thoughts are often the trigger for concerns. We think about a potential problem, then start imagining all the ways it could go wrong. Those negative thoughts then spark feelings like worry, anxiety, or fear. And when you're in that anxious state, your thoughts can get even more negative and spiral out of control. The connection is really like a feedback. Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said there. Could you repeat that?
Okay,
Take your time, no
my next
rush.
question is, did early humans have the same level of awareness as modern humans?
That's a big question. Probably not the same level, but still significant. Our early humans were definitely aware they had to be to survive. They needed to be aware of predators, where to find food, social dynamics in their group, but their awareness was probably more focused on the
How
immediate practical stuff needed for survival. It wasn't necessarily the same self awareness we have, like contemplating your own existence or thinking about abstract ideas. Over time, as brains developed and societies became more complex, that awareness likely evolved into what we have today, with more focus on self reflection in the future.
Okay, Maya. Okay, Maya. Thank you very much for. Okay, Maya. Thank you very much for joining me and for joining me all the details of answer of my questions. For Okay, Maya. Thank you very much for joining me and for giving me all the details answer of my questions. Thank you very much. So viewers, this was my talk with call Annie. This was my talk with calls. Yes, Maya. I hope you like our this conversation. So see you with another talk with Maya. Until then, take care of yourself. Pakistan Zindabad. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.
You're very welcome, Maha. Bye bye.